Some of you still believe in hell. Well, Jason, this person says they went to hell. I get it. And I've explained this many times. But today's topic is really going to be about, why do people have beautiful near-death experiences like myself? Why do others have dark, or what you would call hellish experiences? And they're simply just dark. And, I guess I can explain that to you one last time. It's pretty simple. You guys are stuck on, and that's going to be today's topic, why do some people have dark near-death experiences and others have beautiful ones like myself? Remember, you're not your body, right? You simply exist as energy. That is it. An orb, so to speak. Some of you have seen them. You see them, beautiful colors, magentas, greens, whites, blues, right? Greens. So that is how we exist. When I was at the top of the ceiling in my near-death experience, when I left my body, when I died, I wasn't Jason Janis, even though my consciousness was still holding on to the fact of I knew who I was. Remember, I said I'm home. I was no longer in this physical realm anymore, this 3D materialistic world, right? I lost 3 things in that moment. 3 things were gone, right? Fear, guilt, and the ego. They were all gone, instantly gone, right? They weren't there anymore. I was at peace. I was in love. I was home, right? I had a beautiful experience. So let's back up and let's understand my experience before I get into a dark near-death experience, right? Even though I had not talked to God since I was a young boy, 7, 8 years old, since 1978, 79, we can even push it up to 1980, right? But it was before that. It was in the 70s. I quit having a relationship with God. I quit going to church. I said, I want no part of it, coming from the abuse. And I said, no more. I don't want it. And I quit having a relationship with God. I quit having a relationship with the being you know as Yeshua Bar Yosef, what the church calls Jesus Christ. So I chose, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this very carefully, okay? Very, very carefully. I chose the pain and suffering. I chose the darkness. I chose the hate, the anger, the rage, all of my life. It was a choice, right? Why? Free will. How about that, right? We all have it. So instead of loving and forgiving and choosing the higher vibrations, right, which love is the highest vibration, I chose the darkness. I chose to hate. I chose to hold a grudge. I chose anger. Again, rage. What am I going to attract? Those same qualities, right? Because that's what I'm vibrating at. I chose to incarnate into that family because I needed to learn things, right? You guys think of it right or wrong, good or bad. No child should be abused. You don't get to choose that or judge, someone for choosing that. That's not your life. That's not what you came here to do, right? But getting back into what I'm talking about, I chose that. But instead of forgiving and loving, right, and then forgetting about it and moving on and choosing peace, joy, happiness, and love and making love and being love, I chose to sit in the darkness for 50 years. Well, what kind of life do you think I had? A very rough one. 2 marriages that failed, I've been estranged from my oldest daughter. I chose it through my own actions, through my own thoughts. Your thoughts create your reality, right? So fast forward 50 years, I'm dying in the hospital. I'm drowning in my own blood. Well, guess what? Through the bisexual experiences, the hate, the beatings of people, and just going through life not caring or whatnot. Well, guess what? Now it's time to die. Well, you knew where you were going to go, Jason, to hell, right? Firmly believe that as a Christian. Was brought up in the Catholic Church for 2 years. I went to CCD, lived that Bible, read it from cover to cover. Altar boy, all that bullshit that that the church crammed down my throat through CCD. I knew what I was, an abomination to my Father. Well, now it's time. And guess what you're all going to do, ladies and gentlemen? Right? If you're not in a good state of mind, you're going to beg for your life. And that is exactly what I did. I begged for my life. I begged God not to let me die. Now, mind you, right, this is the first time I am speaking to him, calling on him, and he has no right in my own mind to answer me in any way, shape, or form. I did not expect what was coming. It blew me away, right? So what was I doing in that moment? When I went from darkness, then I began to call out to him, I love you. Highest vibration, right? Now I went from the bottom to the top, right? And I stayed at the top because I begged him not to die. The only thing I talked about in that moment was love. I didn't care about my college diplomas. I didn't care about my wives. I didn't care about the vehicles or the clothes or my bass guitars or my computers or my iPhone. The only thing that mattered to me in that moment was love. I said, please don't take my children away from me. I love them. Please let me see my daughters again. Please let me see my grandchildren. I love them. Please. I love you, Father. I love you, Jesus. I am sorry that I abandoned you. I did not stop believing in you, but I abandoned you, and I'm sorry. I love you both. The only thing that came out of my mouth that entire time I begged was love. I went from the basement home with my energy and my vibration, right? And when I began to talk about my twin flame, say, please don't take her from me, please. I want babies. I want to make love. I want to hold her hand and smell her breath. Boom, I'm dead. I'm up at the top of the ceiling. I saw everything, everything. You know my NDE, right? I'm being held by God. I returned to oneness. What is returning to oneness? If I'm returning home into that light, into oneness, I am God, right? I returned home. As Jesus said in the Bible, is it not written in your law? I said, you are gods, right? I'm a God. I knew where I was. Instantly recognizing that energy, that light of my Father. I raised my vibration through love. Massive amounts of love. Now, had I not done that, guess where I would have gone? Straight into the void, blackness, utter blackness. It's still home, but you're at the bottom rung, baby. You're in the basement. Power went off. You can't see your hand in front of your face, right? Hence, let's go back into, if any of you have seen the movie After Death, you all know of Howard Storm, right? One of the best known. And if you've seen that movie, then you'll understand, right? He was angry. He was pissed off. I can't die. I have a good home. make lots of money. I'm a college professor. I have a beautiful house and beautiful cars. He's stuck in the materialistic world. He's fearful. He's scared. Woo, low with the energy, right, ladies and gentlemen? He just hit the basement, right? So what happened in his near-death experience? He had a very, very dark near-death experience in the beginning, right? Then all these hooded creatures came to him, and right, he's manifesting all of that in front of you. Remember what the void is. Remember what I told you. And if none of you, you're just watching this, go back into my videos. I have like 30 or 40 videos out there that explain this very well, all right? But for this person or people that have explained, can you tell me why some have good and bad? This is why. His energy was rock bottom, anger, hate, rage, all low vibrational energy, which will put you in the void. Now, Father sees you. He hears you. Remember, you wanted this. Your thoughts create your reality. Even in the void. What is the void? The void is pure consciousness, right? When he left his body, what else did he leave? Just like me. Fear, guilt, and the ego, right? Well, now He's in full God mode. He's creating instantly. What he's thinking in his thoughts are manifesting in front of him instantly. There is no third dimension to get through anymore. It's instantaneous, your thoughts. You're a God. You're a creator. All right? And if you're in a bad, low vibrational mode, that's all you're going to create. Demons, all of that crap doesn't exist. But in his mind, in his thoughts, it's what he's creating. He's sitting there screaming at his wife, "Wake up, can't you hear me?" He's terrified. All dark energy. Thus, he created a horrific near-death experience, right? Now, being an atheist or not believing in God, right? He didn't know what to do. He's just, in his mind, he's being torn apart, which, he's suffering. Okay. We can suffer here, right? Through non-abundance, through losing a job, losing your home, being homeless, not having food, a hellish experience. You can create that here. It takes a little bit, but it'll happen. There, it was instantaneous for him. And then he began to think of a prayer, right? Our Father, and he's stumbling through these words. And Jesus, our Father, boom! The lights came on. Right? What did he do? He went from the basement to a much higher vibration of love. Everything disappeared instantly. The light appeared. Father was there, just waiting for him. He knew it was going to come. Just like he knew I was going to go through what I went through. That's why when I explained in my near-death experience that there was somebody standing there, that was my Father waiting, knowing full well what was about to happen. That I went from the basement to the top. And many others, all right? And that's just one example. So when he cried out to God or started the call out, our Father, heaven, Jesus, please save me. The darkness was crushed by the light, by love. All right? We are love, ladies and gentlemen. We are unconditional loving beings. We are not human beings. We came here to do two things, right? Rediscover who we are. I did that abundantly well through my own death. I know exactly what I am, who I am, right? And I choose love 24/7. Do I make mistakes? Of course. Do I get angry? Of course. I'm a human being at the moment, or living a human existence. So yes, but I forgive myself right away, and I forgive that person, and I move on. I choose love. I will not stoop. Right? So many others that you have heard of, that you watch on YouTube, that are explaining their near-death experience as a hellish experience, because that's the only language they know, right? It's coming from Catholicism. Heaven and hell, they don't exist. It's what you've been taught. You've been taught wrong all your life. And that's what I'm trying to change. Some of you are struggling with that. Some of you are just downright hateful of me. That's okay. I still love you. You're just going to be stuck in the old world as we all ascend into the new earth. Those that are in low vibration will stay here on the low earth or the old earth. And when you all die, this old earth will just vanish, cease to exist. And then when it's time for you to incarnate again, Father will pick another planet for you to incarnate into. That's a low density, low vibration 3D world. And there you will go, and you will have no recollection of Earth in any way, shape, or form. It's as simple as that. So all of those people that have had a dark experience are in just low energy. That's it. So when they enter the void, when they enter that hellish experience, it's their own thoughts creating that. That's it. Your thoughts create your reality. Here on Earth, it's the same thing. It just takes a while for it to catch up. We are not at the high energy level that Yeshua was when he was here. He could do that. He could walk around the corner and enter another dimension. Boom. He could walk through the wall. Why? Because he knows they're not real. They're not there. Somewhere in the back of my mind, when I touch this table, somewhere telling me that it's a real table. I'm still working on it, even though I know it's not a real table. There's nothing here that's real, including this. Right? So that's all it is, ladies and gentlemen. Why some people have a dark experience, why others, like myself, have a beautiful near-death experience. My love, my vibrational energy was through the roof. through the roof. No other place I could go. Because there is no other place to go, right? Except I just went higher up the ladder, way high up. I had the most beautiful experience. And things are changing for me. You know, my manifestations are coming true. My physical world is changing around me. It's taking time because, again, I'm not at that energetic level that Yeshua was when he was here. He was much higher. That's why he was chosen for that job. And even if God came down and said, Jason, I need you for this job, there's no way I could do it. It's not that I'm incapable. I'm just not up there yet. And, you know, going and knowing what he went through, I could not do that. There's no way. No way I could do that. Do you know how hard that had to be? To love on that level. It is insane how he was just not in tears 24/7. You know, because when I'm living in this love, I'm constantly crying. I've been crying all weekend, you know. And that is the only difference between the dark NDE and a light and a beautiful, loving NDE. That's it. Everyone goes home, ladies and gentlemen. It's your choice on how you choose to do that. How do you choose to go home? I choose it through love. I choose to love everyone. I choose to forgive everyone. I meditate twice a day. I take it easy on the weekends, but my thoughts are still there. I am still in my head 24/7 thinking of abundance, thinking of love. How can I help all of you? How can I love all of you more deeply? How can I teach you better? And it's changing. I just got an invite. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody watched my NDE. And I'm done talking about the NDE. This is just going to wrap things up to let you know what's going on. Somebody's going to fly me out to Los Angeles. They want to take my NDE and turn it into like a short movie or a short film. They said, we'll pay for your flight, we'll pay for your accommodations, we'll pay for everything. And I'm like, you know, would you be willing to come and do that? And I'm like, part of my manifestations are now taking place. I'm seeing the reality. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what I'm manifesting, but that was part of it. All right, it's coming true. Why? I choose love. I choose the right vibrations. I'm matching that energy of what I'm manifesting, and it is now taking place. It's taken me a year of solid meditation twice a day. You know, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? And then on to Friday morning. Like when I meditate tonight before bed, I'll get up in the morning at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'll meditate for half an hour, 40 minutes, and try and get back to bed. But that's what's taking place. These manifestations are coming true. And I'm being told by the repeating numbers that I'm seeing, I am seeing and hearing different things that are now taking place. So it's happening. It takes a bit, right? But it happens. Your thoughts create your reality. You can choose to have a dark life if you chose. If you choose. Just like I chose to not forgive, to not love, right? I chose to hate. I chose anger, rage. Nothing's going to come to me except those same things. Narcissists, haters, glimpses of love, glimpses of fun, but then, you know, back to the same old, why am I barely scraping by? Why can't I eat for 2 days? My thoughts create my reality. And I say no more. And I've been saying that now for 4 years with hardcore meditations. Tonight will be no different. All right? And I think I explained it well. I don't want to get it too long. I want to keep these videos about 20 minutes, which it is. But the rest of this is to you guys. I love you so very much. Thank you for all of you who have followed me from the very beginning, who have found me and followed me and resonate with me. I'm beyond honored. For all of you who have supported the channel through financial donations and continue to do so, I am beyond honored. You know, not once have I told you to subscribe. Not once have I told you to donate. Not once have I told you to share my videos. I do these all for you. I don't have to do them for me. Part 1 is done. I've rediscovered who I am. Okay, what I came here in this physical realm to do, not just in this lifetime, but that's going to vastly affect all my past lives, right? Because stage 1 is done. I know, okay? Now I'm manipulating energy, right? Just like Jesus did, healing bodies, walking through walls. I'm working on it and I will finish it. Make no mistake. But all of you, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. I love you. I read your comments. I can't get to them every day. Sometimes it takes me 3 or 4 days. Don't worry about it. I get to them. All right? I just wake up to like 40 emails a day, and with work and, life, it just takes me a little while to get to them. All right? So don't feel discouraged. I read every single one of them. And if they're nasty, because you guys, some of you out there, and I've explained this to you before, that want to leave a nasty one, I don't even read it. My intuition instantly knows. You get hide from user, and it gets deleted without me even reading it. And you'll be able to watch, but you'll never be able to comment again. So if that's the way you want to choose to, leave nasty comments here or on other people's channels, you'll just get deleted and removed, right? Because it doesn't resonate with you. And that's good. I'm glad it doesn't, because I make you see the ugliness within you, the darkness. You just notice you don't like me, I'm full of shit, I'm this, I'm lost, and blah, 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 blah. No, I just make you see the ugliness within you. And that's that. All right? So that's coming up for me. I'm going to be flown out to LA. I'm going to have that interview, and then they're going to do a, short film on me. So I'm looking forward to that. So look forward to that. I'll give you more info on that. Again, put your comments down there. If there's anything that you guys want me to talk about, put it down there. I'll make notes and I will do a video on it. This Friday, 7 p.m. Central, I'll be on live, so look for that. All of you, I love you very much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.